That really is a sexual assault. Fans, I apologize. Are we recording? Okay, cool.
Oh,
Fans,
wow. See,
fans.
this is a wild way to start and record a record.
Nah, cool, man. No, man.
Like, you.
Nah, you know what? You know what? I've been labeled a lot of things on this podcast, right? But we're not starting off with pedophilia. We're not doing that.
Okay,
We're
I
not-
would hope so.
We're not doing it today.
We gotta draw the line somewhere.
We're not doing it today, okay? Right? Fans, I'm sorry for the pants, the hole I had in my pants.
Why would you even let them know?
No, they told me.
They told. See,
They told me. They watched the video say, "Oh, Mike, what?
Why you fool my crush, nigga?
Yo,
What the fuck? Yo, what's going on?" My fans, listen. Black Friday is coming up. I'm going to do some shopping. I'm going to go buy some more jeans, more sweats, some more shorts for the summertime. I want to apologize for my wardrobe malfunction. Number one, you shouldn't be looking down here. Look at my face. I'm the one. My mouth is the one talking. All right. My mouth is the one talking, right? So I apologize for all my wardrobe malfunctions. It won't happen again. This is what happened, right?
Allegedly.
Nah, they reached out to me, man. It's too late. They reached out to me, dog.
It's already out there, man.
What happened was
From
I was
allegations.
we used to be by the round table, so I was used to just wearing whatever the fuck I wanted to, right? Once we started going full body, now my gut and below is in these shits. I got to start shaping up. I'm sorry, man. Going to the gym, buying new pants. I'm gonna be a new guy.
Yeah, man.
Give me spring. Give me
No
spring.
liquor, man. I'm drinking more water.
This session is sponsored by Blink Fitness and Plans. Equinox.
Link Fitness, your local tailor shop, man. Whatever you got to do to look right, bro.
Steroids.
Shein.
Yeah, steroids. There you go.
Steroids.
Steroids help.
All right, man. All right, let's start. This is a late session.
Hey.
All right. Welcome to another episode of the You Good Podcast. My fault, did you want to do it?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
My fault. It
What happens when we take off, man?
took 2 weeks off. We were a little rusty.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of You Good Podcast. I am the most dangerous DJ Eon, with my co-host.
Scary Pop Brother Mike StayBlessed in the building.
And we're back with an episode of the You Good Podcast, y'all. Remember, whenever you tune on the podcast, man, the podcast is legit about you guys. So remember to take care of your mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and your financial, man, because it's getting cold and the end of the year is close by.
That's a fact.
Let's get it.
That is a fact. It is cold. Summer bodies are made in the winter. In my case, all year round body is made all year round. So it's just what you see is what you get, bro. So, yeah. Eon, how are you, bro?
I'm good, man.
Happy to see you. I'm
Good,
happy
man.
to
It's
see you.
2 weeks. I'm a lot better now, obviously. We just had a fantastic weekend. Making some moves for the future. A lot of blessings are headed my way, and I'm glad, man. I'm happy to be here. We're back at the podcast studio. Walter's in the building, man. Shout out to Walt Garden.
Yeah.
Shout out Walt Garden in the spot. Know the vibes.
Outside, man. He on his bike. With that being said, man, how are you, my brother?
I'm good, man. Life has been life in these past couple weeks, as you know. We took some time off. Just had to get some things right, mainly our bank accounts. It's still not right, to be honest. I don't know how we got this spot in the first place. But we had to take some time off, just get right and stuff. But in that time, I've just been reflecting, just been, going around and doing Mike Stay Blessed shit. Had a couple events. Well, actually, I had one event, but just been outside a little bit more. Just getting back into the swing of things. Therapy is going pretty well. So,
Happy to hear that, man.
So I'm working. You're not seeing it, but it's happening.
Shout out to you.
Hey.
And now we got the intros out the way. Without further ado, we want to introduce our guest,
Sweet.
the one, the only, the Energizer Bunny, the energy god, Superman himself, Gregory Wilson. Welcome to the show, my guy.
What's up, y'all? It's a pleasure. I'm happy to be here.
Calling another man Superman is crazy.
Right? I was like, that's a high praise
Calling
right
another
there.
man
Like,
Superman
the reason why we-
is wild.
like-
Remember the joke about how he had played, you were doing security?
Oh,
and
yeah.
No, I know that.
DJing. That's the way the
I
nickname
know
came
that.
from.
I know that.
Energizer
So-
Bunny and Energy God is what Blacklisted calls him.
Oh, dang.
So Superman is the nickname we're gonna call him.
Oh, dang.
You can call him Superman. His mama named him Greg. I'm calling him Greg.
yo, mama named you.
Wow. Okay.
Nah.
I was trying to be complimentary.
I'm joking, man. But shout outs to our guests. Top flight security in the building. You know the vibes.
Hey.
See, more nicknames.
If you, I don't remember the episode, but if you go back to season 4, you remember my good flowers when I gave my brother his flowers for his impeccable job of keeping the
Yes.
facility calm and making sure everybody got home safe and nobody got
That's
punched
that
out
Gregory Wilson, y'all.
again.
Oh, wow.
This is him right here, man.
Yeah.
Allied and what's the shit called? Allied's finest. What's the name of the security spot?
Ally Universal.
Allied Universal's finest. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Gregory Wilson in the spot.
Blacklisted own CEO of Speak Truth Collective. The man is here. Gregory, tell the people about yourself, man.
Dang. Crazy. Listen, first off, I'm just happy to be here. Y'all my brothers.
Yes,
happy
yes,
to finally make it to the pod. Like,
Come on, been a while.
y'all been family. I can't even tell you. It's a pleasure. For y'all who don't know me, it's your first time meeting me. My name is Gregory Wilson. I'm a DJ and an artist and a producer. I came with this idea of the Speak Truth Collective just to be a group of people who feel comfortable to be unapologetically themselves. Because growing up, I didn't see myself in the music and media that I watched. So I wanted to build space and create space, and I'm happy to say now I'm doing that. And so, it's always a pleasure to be around my brothers in Black excellence and building Black businesses, yo.
Of course, man. Of course. Snaps.
Because we don't have
Snaps to
sound
that.
effects anymore, man. We gotta get like a beat pad so we get the sound effects while we record.
Then we're gonna work on it,
We
man.
can put it in post.
We
Just-
probably
just-
will.
but-
Definitely can. Yeah. More editing on my part.
But
Yo, so Greg.
Yeah.
Again, welcome to the show.
Pleasure.
You said you're artist and a DJ and producer. Expand on that. Like, how did you? What came first, and like, what led you to be DJ that you are now? Because I know a lot of people, like you just said, a lot of people don't know that you were an artist first.
Yeah.
So, like, tell people about your journey. Like,
All right. So,
talk about us about the aspect of who Gregory Wilson is.
all right, bet. All right. It all started, so on the Speak Truth page, in the backseat of my dad's car. Growing up, my dad used to take me to my aunt's house for daycare. Right in the backseat, he was playing Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" album. First album I learned back to front. That's my top 3 albums of all time. Period. And it just inspired me to love consciousness. Right, growing up in church, you grow up singing. You grow up in the choir. You gotta learn your songs and lead the praise and worship. I played drums for a good point, so then I fell in love with music from a different perspective. It was my first instrument, and then picking up piano. I got it for Christmas one year, and I started dabbling. And then I was like, I want to practice making beats. Right? They were trash. They was absolutely trash, but I stuck with it. Joined this choir called the Brooklyn Youth Chorus. I got to tour. I went to Austria, the 2008 World Choir Olympics, double silver medalist. Got to sing at 9/11 for one of the anniversaries, and even was on Sesame Street. Right? And
Is there a video of you on Sesame Street?
yeah,
Can we
not a
find that
video,
video?
but it was.
clip?
If you look up Elmo's Christmas Countdown, we did backup for Alicia Keys when she was singing "Do You Hear What I Hear." Yeah, so you look up, you'll see a little black dot in the back. Yeah, that's me. And then also like I got to sing behind John Legend as well.
Kind of laughed too hard at that one. Well,
Yeah, well, relax, all right? All right?
So that was cool. And then I said I want to practice my own thing.
Really quick, I just want to give a quick announcement to the parents. Just some advice. Please make sure that you are monitoring what your children are listening to when they grow up. Because his first album was Marvin Gaye. He went on to do all of that stuff. My first album was 50 Cent in the club. Get Rich or Die Trying. And I've been an angry black man ever since.
Yeah.
I ain't do none of that shit, bro.
no funny shit. That was my first album too.
Yo, but that is like I'm gonna give
Music
Get
matters.
Rich or Die Trying easily. I feel like it would break my top 25.
No. I don't. You don't understand, right? So, the impact the music had on your career, man. You did everything, man. I never met Alicia Keys. I was no black dot in no TV show, okay? And I blame that on the music. 50, you did me wrong.
Word.
Nah, we're gonna get you on Power next season.
How the hell we 6 years old singing "Go Shorty"?
It's your birthday.
Nah.
What?
I'm joking. Man.
Girl.
Fucking many, man. Wish death
Death
upon
upon
me
me.
at 6.
Yo, like who's wishing you harm, son? Like nap time is probably the biggest thing you gotta fight over. Is like,
Yeah, the
listen,
teachers, man. Like, yo, it's nap
Parents.
time. I don't want to take no
all
nap.
right,
Parents.
like, yo, get to the corner so they ain't got no
Alright.
more gushes. You better
Yeah,
wanna
no more
fight.
gutchas, no more chubs.
That's a fact. I used to skip all the lunch lines when I was. I was just going to skip all them lunchtimes. Give me a fucking pizza, nigga. There was no piano in my childhood.
Yo, remember when we was in elementary school and they had the little juice cards? It was the grape juice, the orange juice,
Stove,
it was
all
frozen.
of
The
them.
sun, what was it?
Sun
Sun
cup?
cup?
Sun cup.
Yeah.
Son, if I can go back, I need one of those. But yeah,
Took mine and Tyreek's, nigga.
that one. So
All
then
right, stop being a bully, man. Let's Greg get back to the story, man.
nah,
I had to give a quick PSA to parents. My fault. Continue.
nah, go ahead. Listen, 50 Cent get rich or die trying. But yeah, from then I was like, I want to do my own thing, right? So, that came around my sophomore year of high school. I made my first mixtape. Went by a completely different alias. I will not tell you what it is. Y'all will have to go do your own research and try to figure out what it is. It was on datpiff.com. Big up datpiff.com. So I had all the mixtapes.
If you know Gregory's alias, please reach out to us and let us know.
At the YouGoodPodcast at gmail.com.
Wow.
Or DM us at the YouGoodPodcast.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
If you're out there.
Yeah, no.
We'll keep your identity hidden.
Wow.
We're just gonna post and
I'm
tag
snitching.
Greg. Say,
Wow.
we found you. Gotcha, nigga.
yeah, gotcha, nigga.
What happened?
Mom, do not help them out, all right? Listen, I feel like my mom
Listen,
be like,
Mama
oh, I
Wilson-
know the answer to this one. Let me just
Mama
send
Wilson,
This.
if you're
Yeah.
listening to this, let us know.
Help us out.
Yeah.
Send you some merch.
Wow. Go bribe my mom with free merch.
Listen, man. If you know our track record with finding people on the Yuga podcast and their aliases, we are 0-1.
Yeah. That,
Wow, you're 0-1.
0-1. We still
no,
don't know.
really. We found Mimi's music.
That is true. We're 1 and 2.
And then
We never
the
found-
the gospel album that Neve have. You've heard it or seen
No,
it.
she sent that to me.
Oh, see? That's
Yeah.
still. So we're 2 for 1.
All right.
No.
No.
We're 1 for 2 still.
1 for 2.
Neve one didn't count, but we still never found out J Money's.
Yo, just take the W, man.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Yo,
Just take the W.
I'm
that's
sorry.
crazy.
I'm working through that in therapy. I can't
Yeah.
accept the compliment.
You're doing great. Yeah, I'm
Thank you.
proud of you.
All right.
I'm proud of you.
All right. So after the mixtape dropped, what did you do after that?
I went to college, right? A few people loved it, a few freestyles. And then went to college, kind of didn't do music in that same way. But then I dropped an album, which I look back and I'm like, it was fair. My mom actually wrote one of the songs that I put on it called When You Love Me. Then that was cool. Then made another album. That one went top 150 on iTunes. And then after I graduated, I toured with the Dean's List tour, which is how I met you. Went to colleges, got to perform. That was fun.
Oh, we also met Mikey too, because Mikey, our friend Mikey,
Exactly.
also saw you perform too.
Mm-hmm.
So he became a fan.
And then I got to do like a bunch of shows. I did Day Summit. Shout out to Scott Morris. More bookings. I did Major Stage and did a sold out show at Paper Box. And then the pandemic hit. Where I got a few freestyles, few remixes, but then the pandemic hit. And I make no music. I was always dabbling and DJing when I was in college. So boom, I'm gonna see how this happens, right? Then my boy Blackout, told me we're blacklisted. I did a few other gigs at 333. That was my very first one. And from then on, the bookings came. And now
You're
it's
everywhere.
stuck.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You
I'm
are
stuck.
everywhere.
So I love it.
Shout out to you,
From
man.
Legos to International Brunch to Lucky, Savvy, everywhere. Dude, you're everywhere.
Hey,
Everywhere in the city, man.
I'm just trying my best, man. I appreciate you.
Love to hear it, man. So I did call you the energy god, and from firsthand experience, I see why he says that, right? I see pause if needed, but I do see why that title has come to you. You're very just out there with all of your gigs, and I've seen it. Running around, jumping on tables, just throwing chairs, whatever.
Hey.
Allegedly.
Boondocks episode, those are chairs. I'm angry.
But how does that energy how does it, get to the point where it's static for the whole night, and what do you do to keep it there?
Oh, it's not there for the whole night. But I think, to be honest, I feed off the energy of the people that are there. Right? So I don't know. Growing up, my mom was like, Greg, you gotta use your inside voice, right? So I was like, dang, all right, cool. Right. Okay, I'm here, I'm Greg, hi. Right? But now it's like I get paid to be loud and goofy and obnoxious and make people laugh. And I think that, when people come out, right, from doing their 9 to 5, dealing with, Chet and Thet from accounting and accounts payable, and they had to be, their corporate self. When you come out into the real space, you just like, I want to cut loose. I don't want to think about my supervisor. I don't want to think about my job. And sometimes people need either a drink or just someone who's comfortable not worrying about what other people are going to think to make themselves feel easy. And that's kind of how that.
Yeah, but there are times where I've seen like there's no energy. And
as
soon as you plug in your laptop, boom, you're off. Like everyone's feeling. So I always say like you feel what people give you. Sometimes I think people who come like and see you DJ, see you perform, they also like they give you they feed off your energy.
They
your
do.
Vibe.
They do.
So I think it's more of a give and take.
It is.
I'll take it a step further. I've seen you like actually go outside and like take the mic and start like yelling into the street to try to get people to come in. I'm like, sir, this is a crib neighborhood. What are you doing? like, yo, bro, you can keep this inside. Nah, but sometimes like it works, right? And people come in and people have fun.
Yeah.
People like, who the hell is this guy?
The aunties are the best. You just get the aunties to come in, then they walk in, they having the time of their lives, and it works. I'm also a high functioning introvert. Like
I would never have guessed that from you, man.
Yeah, when I'm at home, I am a hermit. Like nah, I gotta recharge. Like, but when I come out, I'm like, I chose to do this because I don't want to work a 9 to 5, right? So I'm gonna give y'all my best self.
So like the process, like your technique, it's very unique because not a lot of DJs, like even in the bigger clubs, like you obviously like they don't really do like what you do. So I think because of originally being an artist, it's still being an artist actually.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you take some of that aspect of performing in front of a microphone into your techniques as a DJ?
Yeah, that artist development was real that I had to go through, like to get comfortable being on stage, right? Learning my own words for my own songs, understanding that if you gonna teach somebody your own song, right? Like you gotta make them care. Like when Lil Rah Rah and the Pew Pew Boys like on stage and like they doing their song and nobody knows it, but they telling people like, yo, sing my shit right here. And it's like, we don't know you, right? Like, and nobody wants that. Like nobody's gonna pay to come see that, right? And shout out to Lil Rah Rah and the Pew Pew Boys. I hope you're doing well. I might not listen to your album.
My Lil Rah Rah.
Right? Like,
and the Pew Pews.
And the Pew Pews, right? And it's
sick
like
ass. It's a sick ass band. I would never listen to a song by the Pew Pew Boys.
By the Pew Pew Boys, yo. So you gotta nah, I'm dead. But now you gotta make people care, right? And sometimes, right, the DJ is just static. Like you behind the DJ booth, right? And it's like they be like, oh, the DJ is a jukebox. And I could tell people, I want to hear this song now. And it's like, nah, like, let me entertain you. Like, let me give you an experience where it's like, this might not be what you wanted, but you didn't know you might have needed this.
That's a good way
and
to put
sometimes
it.
they don't. Sometimes they be like, yo, that set was trash. But then other people be like, nah, you moving different. I appreciate that.
So really quickly, what would you tell a DJ who doesn't like to really talk on the mic, is an introvert, and doesn't really necessarily have that desire to want to go out and like talk to the people, mingle with the people?
He's talking about me.
Nah, you was phenomenal, bro. What I will say is like, there are some DJs that are phenomenal on both the mic and DJing, right? The DJs that come to my mind already, like Boogs, right? I think of Mega.
It's 10 episodes,
right?
y'all.
I think of, I mean, Boogs comes up like every other episode on this,
yeah,
right?
He does.
Like I really enjoy.
Maybe this is a podcast.
Yeah, like I enjoyed hearing Puffy like play, right? And there's like Kevin Crown is phenomenal, right? Cruiser is phenomenal where they do both. There's some DJs where it's like I shine best by being the DJ, right? And then there's DJs where it's like really they should just be the MC. I say is you can walk in your pocket regardless, right? Like the biggest DJ that I think focuses more so on the DJing than the MCing is Private Ryan. He's huge, he's massive, he's international. And the best part is when you see him pair with somebody who can like kill the show, a Kevin Crown, a Rigo, a Barry Hype, right? Like find the I'm not gonna say the Batman to your Robin, but find like what was it, the Wonder Twins?
Yeah.
Right, that cartoon, right? Like
What-
find the person who is the match to your energy and can read what you're doing, and then like work. Because the other part is sometimes people want to hear the music, sometimes people might want to laugh, right? Sometimes people want to be like, I need a little extra to feel comfortable, right? And then also if you just like, I like playing, like I just like playing, there is also a pocket for you. You just got to figure out where your pocket is.
Are both needed for a good experience.
Both help a good experience, but they're not needed.
No, not needed at all.
Okay.
Like I've had days where I've just DJ'd and not got on the mic. And those are days when my energy was the lowest,
Mhm.
right? But those are days where I just want to focus on the musicality of it, right? I want to do mashups. I want to do remixes. I want to do things on the fly that I can't do if I'm spending time talking on the mic.
Cool, man. I personally, and you know, anybody out there, let us know what type of vibe you like. I like when people are like chatting, you know.
Yeah.
Make me laugh. I don't know. Like if you make me laugh at a DJ event, I'm hooked. I'm like, oh, this guy's good. This guy's hilarious.
Yo, Ron is BK Ron is notorious for that. I just gotta shout him out because when he hops on the mic and when he's DJing, it is hilarious and a great experience. I gotta shout him out for that.
Yo, shout out Ron, man.
You know, it's actually kind of funny. I wanted to save this story, but I think it ties in well. The first time I met you, or the first time I saw you, I don't think we didn't know each other at the point in time. I didn't like you.
Yeah, that's
At all.
crazy.
I didn't like you at all.
I don't like me either. That's wild.
I gotta be honest.
Okay.
It was that.
about you, by the way.
Oh, no, I hate Eon. I hate Eon. I hate Eon now. Nah, but actually the first time we went to I went to Savvy once. It wasn't my first time, but it was a karaoke event. I was there at the homie Damo. Shout out Damo.
Shout out Domo.
And you were there, and you didn't know me at the time, so I don't know if you thought that I was with Damo, but like there was a song, like you were doing you. Like you were doing your shtick.
Yeah.
And then you came over to our table, and then you were singing to Damo. And I don't remember the song, part of my bad memory. But something about like a bum-ass nigga was in the song. So
It's probably no scrubs.
It might have been those scrubs. It might have been one of those songs, man. But just like the boyfriend bashing song. So I'm really just sitting there with the straight face to Kevin Hart. I'm like, I do not like this nigga at all. Son. I feel like he's trying to clown me right now. He's singing a Damo type shit. And it's one of those instances where like, that's not my girl, so I can't really get mad. But you gotta get mad because he thinks that that's my girl and he's trying to play me, son.
And
I walked out of Savvy so
And there's
fast.
people around too who thinking the same
Yeah,
shit.
son. Yo, I walked out of Savvy so fast, son. I'm like, oh, nah, not this nigga, son.
Wow. First of all, I gotta apologize for that. That's hilarious.
Nah, real
But
shit.
also, that's wild.
Real shit. I think the next couple of events I went to, I said, nah, fuck this nigga, son.
Wow.
And he was smoking shit, too. I was like,
Nah.
Nah,
Fuck
nah,
him.
I'm
Fuck
hating.
him.
I can admit it. I said, man, I can admit it. But after that, I'm like, nah, man, you know what? Fuck it, man. We gonna pass that. And he's a cool guy.
I do that to literally everybody too. Like the wild part is, like, I'll never forget this. There was one dude where I look at him, right? One of my favorite things is I'm like, ladies, I want you to order whatever you want and put on your man's tab.
Mhm.
And the amount of times men have looked at me like, yo, fuck you. Like, you asshole ass Nick. Like, yo, it has been hilarious. But the other part is, then I'll turn around and be like, you know what, fellas? Nah, listen, you pay the bill, you get to go home and play 2K all night. And they be like, all right, so he here to give everybody a good time. But nah, I probably most certainly 100% definitely did that.
I know you did, nigga. I was there. You know,
Damn,
probably.
give a nigga $300 bill at Savage.
Right?
Crazy.
Like, just like, yo, like, and tip your bartenders. Like,
Only
Yeah,
bought,
man.
They only bought 2 drinks and appetizers.
He's like,
Why's this $300?
I ain't never coming back
Yo,
on
who the fuck
Friday.
said, yo,
Damn.
what the fuck? Karaoke. How am I paying for double, son? Nah, but after that, like, it's one of those instances where you just gotta, like, let it slide type shit, man. Like, but in that moment, I said, oh, who are you, Yoda?
Now you're stuck with me. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm not mad at it. You know why? Because, you know, you and I a lot of people who, like, ended up being my lifelong friends hated me at first.
Really?
Like, they hated me.
Wow.
They hated me.
Was it
And
the hole in the pants?
they thought I was homeless. Nah, it's one of those, like, you know how sometimes you meet somebody Yo, Eon, you are laughing just I haven't seen all your teeth in years like that, bro. Yo, what the fuck?
Yo.
This nigga is
Oh, my
crazy,
God.
son.
Damn.
Yo, you see that?
This is why I didn't like that nigga, right? This is why I didn't like that
Yo,
nigga
you
the
see
first
that-
time I met
See
him.
that big headed nigga with the hole in his pants, man?
Yo.
I don't like him.
It's the blue light. Don't worry, you'll be all right.
The fuck, yo, you got shot in your dick, nigga?
Did a dog bite it?
Yeah, bro, just make sure anytime Mike talks, just zoom straight into his face. Just don't get the rest of the body. Just torso up, all right?
Nah. I sat here clearly because I got, my pants are sturdy today. Today. Nah, but a lot of people hate me the first time they meet me. Like, I'm annoying. I'm annoying.
Hey,
Like,
I say the same.
I'm an annoying ass person, man. So you got to understand me to know me. But once you get to know me, I'm a cool guy, I think. But everybody else says I'm cool, so I want to keep it going.
You a cool guy.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
You're a great guy too, man.
Thank you.
If I would have kept that grudge, you
Yeah.
wouldn't be here right now.
That's wild, right?
Man,
Like,
I would have never heard it alternate side anything, man. I'd be like, I would have called the cops. Yo, tow that nigga, son.
Tow his car.
He is sitting there to make music and to not get a ticket. Tow him. By the way, if you've never heard an alternate side mix from this guy, he is fucking amazing.
Oh, I appreciate you.
How did you start doing that? And
I get parking tickets. I get parking tickets. Yo, okay, so
imagine I was the cop giving them here.
yeah. So for those who don't know, right? And I've really been back because I haven't made one since I got back from spending time in Barbados.
Mhm.
But what I did was, once I had my car, and the pandemic hit, right? They originally was like, each side of the street was twice a week, right? So in order to avoid tickets, you had to move your car, right? I would sit in my car, right? Because now you can't get a ticket if you're in the car because you can move it before the thing comes. I ain't never moved my car. But I was like, I have an hour and a half to kill. Let me either organize my music so I can be a better DJ, or let me try to see if I can come up with something. So I said, let me sit down, make some remixes. And then I just started calling it alternate side because I got alternate side parking, so alternate side remixes, and a lot of them did really well. One of them is at about, I think, 500 streams on SoundCloud, and that's like 500 is not a lot, but for me who doesn't have a big SoundCloud following, I'm proud of that.
Nah, that's if you can get one person to dig into one body of work, you've done a lot more than 99% of people in this world. So
Progress.
500 is a lot, right?
Celebrate all of your successes.
Nah, of course.
You're allowed to celebrate your successes, man. Like big and small. Like you got a lot of y'all don't understand that. Like it's okay to celebrate you and keep celebrating you.
Nah, facts. So you sat in a car for an hour and a half.
Yep.
Twice a week.
Well, during the pandemic it was once.
Okay.
But once after, a certain mayor decided to make it twice a week because New York was broke. Now I sit in my car.
An hour and a half. So
3 hours a week, assuming I'm parking on my car is good, right? I might be sitting in my car from either 3 to 6 hours a week.
okay. So parking is that bad on your block?
Parking is terrible. The thing, catch this. I could always find parking, but it's finding parking on the right side.
Got you.
Right, because I also like to I stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning doing music, and then now I gotta
You're a better man than me, man. I would have just took my chances.
Bro, sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm like, snooze. Then I get that parking ticket. Boom, $65. I said, nope. I gotta go down. You're gonna catch me slipping.
I would have gave up hope a long time ago, right? But you make it work.
I try my best. I'll give you a little tip though. They check harder at the end of the month than they do at the start of the month. So if you ever not gonna go downstairs to move your car, do it at the start of the month. Once the 20th starts coming in, go move your shit.
Got you.
Noted.
Got
All
you.
right.
I don't have a whip, but when I do,
Hey,
I'm gonna refer back to this episode.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to transition because we were talking about karaoke. So you're not a karaoke DJ because you would definitely have more range on what it is that you do. But recently you started the karaoke and chill series at Savvy, Chelsea House. You have the Garden that's coming up. Well, by the time this drops, it already will pass. But November 22nd, the Garden.
Yeah.
And then you also have at Brooklyn Tequila, where Prince and Ray Ray,
Yep.
they handle that.
Yep.
So, like, how did you talk to us? How did you get into karaoke? Because I know originally, like, it wasn't really your lane. Like,
It wasn't. I was trying to be a soca DJ. Still am, but not really. Because I love the genre. I love the music, right? But as an offshoot of what we were doing with Blacklist, where we were rotating slots, a venue had made a post saying, "Hey, anybody have a DJ that they recommend?" And one of my wife's friends was like, "Greg, you need to like petition to try to be there." And she's like, I recommended you, so you just do your best, walk in, and that turned into me DJing there on Saturdays, every Saturday, which was dope. And then Lucky, shout out to Lucky, was like, "Yo, do you do karaoke? Because I know you sing." And I said, "I don't. I can figure it out, right?" And so I did some research, got some karaoke songs, figured out how to set that up, and then they started with karaoke every third Thursday. Right? Once that third Thursday kicked in, Savvy was like, shout out Vina from Savvy. She was like, "Greg, would you be thinking about doing karaoke here? We're looking for somebody for Fridays." And I said, "All right. Hey, I'll give it a shot." Now that's stuck. Right? Now I'm like, "Ooh, I love it here." Right? Because now if originally Lucky's was just karaoke, but then I wanted to make something as a brand. And karaoke and chill just felt real because I get to do the karaoke thing, but I also get to DJ. Right, and I get to stop the music and play, and then like still talk shit and like dance with the aunties and the grandmas. I tell you, the aunties and the grandmas always be the most fun because it's like they get to light up and they're like, "I ain't feel this young since 64," but like or whatever,
that is
right?
Not an auntie,
right?
That is not an auntie.
Hey,
that is a grandmother.
That's a grandmother, man. It gotta be like Sister Clinton era,
right? But but also just being able to create that experience has been dope. That took me from Savvy to the Chelsea House to Lagos and Times Square. That was fun.
Was you not there no more?
Huh?
Was
I am. I'm in conversation with management about things, right? So I'm gonna put an addendum, right? So when this airs, you could just tell the story about what it is.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, I was originally there on Wednesdays, but the Garden hit me up and asked me for some opportunities, so I want to explore and see what that looks like for Brooklyn.
Okay.
Right.
You also had Native too.
Native. Yes, I was at Native as well. That was on Tuesdays, but then I also, and this is the part that I realized about being married, right? It's like, I like working, but I also like spending time with my wife.
Come on, man.
Like it's like I ain't gonna hold you.
Man.
She fun. Like spending time with my wife was just like we knew each other since 7th grade. So it's like
that I did not know.
Yeah. So like when you meet somebody where it's like y'all share one brain.
Facts.
Right, except her she's probably like 80% of the brain. I'm 20.
Yeah.
Right,
and then we split to 20.
Right, and really it's more like 95-5.
Yeah.
But,
Damn.
And I know, but
y'all want me to get married too?
No, but it's fun because it's like when you with somebody that like really you partner with. Right, I said, you know what? I know I got these Tuesdays, but I really just want to be able to not work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Right, and then also know that I'm giving them my weekends, right? So I'm like, I need time. And then also like, as a DJ, you need time to rest and recover and reset for yourself. Yeah. And like
it's hard work,
all of that is important, right? Yes. So she's probably gonna watch this and be like, first off, Greg, you was working on Tuesdays and you stopped working on Tuesdays, and we not really like we watching TV, but we not doing. But like
they gonna find a way to hate.
It's okay,
Listen, they gonna find a way to hate when you do something that you think is romantic or you think is out of love. They be like, you just doing that because XYZ. Yo, bro. Hey, yo, dog.
Yo,
dogs.
Even if they do believe that, like, enjoy the moment. Like, I'm home.
Yeah. but and that's
I go right back
like,
to Native.
But I just wanted to enjoy some more time at home, and so like that was dope. And then like we talked about being able to rebuild that as well because we also wanted to build out Native. Mm-hmm. Which is a door that's still open. Shout out to Tiff, appreciate you. But right now I'm just trying to work less and enjoy life more.
Got you. Just also like while we're still on the subject, I just want to give you my appreciation because if you ever saw me do karaoke, I actually started because of Greg. He put me on. So if you ever see me doing karaoke, again, is this man right here, man. Because he put me on to Lagos and Savvy. So
speaking of which, I got some travel dates, so I might need to talk to you about that.
Oh, okay. There you go. So
By the time this post, well, it'll be too late. But definitely check Eon's Instagram story at all times. By the way, shout out to you at the house. I see you.
We're trying, man. Yesterday was actually a really good day. Yesterday was a really good day.
You making it
Pull up to
happen.
the house, man. Every Sunday, NFL. We just NFL Sundays. We watch the games. I'll share parlays. Get you some food, and then after that, we watch movies. What's that? Krishan Rock show
I have no idea, bro.
on Zeus. Yeah.
Oh,
So Trinity.
baddies.
So Trinity puts
Yeah.
that on. So ladies, it's not just it's not just a sausage fest. Yeah, I can pull up too and watch your show too, because apparently people like shit like that.
Yes.
I don't know why, but they do.
Shout out to the shows where people talk about nothing and fight.
So the house every Sunday, Saturday and Sunday, but mainly come on Sunday. I'm only there on Sunday. I might do Saturday. We'll see.
Bang bang.
No doubt.
I'm trying to head back to Harlem actually, but
Hey,
cross the
shout out.
bridge when we get there.
I want to hear all about that.
So I did want to touch on the topic you just mentioned. So you are a married man, right?
I am.
Shout out to Black Love. Shout out to Wifey at home.
Hey.
You know.
She gonna watch on YouTube. Like, that's me.
you want to put a picture of here right here too? Shout out to Wifey. Nah, I'm stop. But being married outside. Now listen, I've only been married for 5 months now. Gosh, damn, time flies.
Damn.
I've been married for 5 months, right? And I'm nowhere near as outside as I am now, as I was before, as I am now, right? So, and there's reason for that, right? So when I go outside, I really think, just like you said, like, I'd rather just go home and be with my baby, right? And she's gonna look at this and say, man, you go outside every weekend, which is true. Not lying. But at the same time, I still like coming home to my wife. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Being you outside, right? So being a married man out in these streets, these shark-infested streets. Ugh.
These Eon-infested streets.
Yes.
Yes.
How do you manage as a married man to do this, right?
You take it for what it is, right? Like, I remember I had this conversation with one of my boys, right? So when you are the entertainer, no matter which avenue or area you're in, right? The spotlight is on you, right? So there are some people that are excited about the person, right? Like, just generally like, ooh, okay, you seem charismatic. I want to get to know you, right? That you get people who love the idea of being with the DJ.
Mhm.
And then there's people who love who see that the DJ has a spotlight and they want the spotlight for themselves. And they want to be able to be like, oh, hey girl, I'm out with the DJ, I'm doing all this, right? So you see all of this, right?
Mhm.
And being a DJ also tells you the dating pool in New York is pissed in.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Matter of fact, it is a whole
Fucking
it is
gross.
like the dating pool is literally actually I can't make my jokes about Staten Island anymore because probably shout out anybody on Staten Island watching this. But
Fuck no.
the dating pool is like New Jersey, all right? Being from a New Yorker,
That
right?
makes sense. Yeah.
Right.
Jersey's dirty.
Like when you drive the turnpike going down anywhere else, and you
Garbage.
just hit that one smell on the I-95.
Mhm.
Yes,
Gone.
that's the dating pool.
People
in New
only
York.
go to Jersey to escape Jersey.
Literally. So
Go to Jersey. Yo, what's wrong with this guy?
oh my God.
To go upstate, right?
Right.
Yeah, man. People only go to Jersey to escape Jersey, man.
But the real thing is it's like when you can see people's intentions
Mhm.
earlier, you not caught up on it, right? The other thing I told one of my boys, like real early, and I remember somebody, and that's because somebody passed this on to me. It was like every girl is beautiful, right? And I'm not saying that in like, I mean, of course, in the everybody's beautiful type of thing, right? But like,
CYA.
but like, you also got to realize like people get hyped up when they see a girl who's bad. They be like, yo, she bad, she look good, right?
Breaking necks and shit.
Right? People break their necks and all of this, right? But then it's also like, you bad in this moment, outside, in this event, in this forum, because you took time to get ready and you were presenting yourself in your best way,
Mhm.
right? Get you somebody that's bad at home, right? Like just like, yo,
Oh, man,
like
24/7.
somebody who understands you, but not only just like on the emotional things, but like, yo, okay, sweatpants, come through. Like, okay, t-shirt, like, okay, like you get hyped for the person, right? Because it's like the things you see outside on the streets is entertaining or will entertain you for a second, right? And when you just like and that's the other part though. Like and my situation is different from your situation, from everybody else's. Like I knew Z like since we was in 7th grade, right? So like we was friends first. So like we generally just kick it, right? And there's moments where like when we out together, and that's probably the parts where it's like the most hilarious because like the things that come out of her mouth are just like. Next time when you come to Euphoria on December 16th, just stand next to Z and just watch, right? But like,
I may or may not be there, but
hey, either way, when you spend time with like your person, like you get to see like what's going on outside, and you be like,
no, of course, it's definitely different for me because I think as a DJ in New York in this party scene, like you have to cater to the ladies. Right?
yeah,
like you have to make them feel comfortable. They are like the engine for facilitating vibes, right?
literally.
You know,
So you gotta play for them.
so it's like you almost gotta like make them comfortable, right? And so as a DJ, that brings the DJ,
energy.
it brings energy, but it
vibes.
brings the DJ
Gregory
groupies,
Wilson.
man. And that, oh man, this is why I never picked up a turntable because I couldn't. Too funny. Too funny. It'd be over. Oh my god, it'd be bad, man.
You don't really have to DJ. You could just talk.
Yeah, I'm not
just
MC.
be
either.
MC.
It's over. It's over.
I believe in you.
I,
Come on, you know mad music. Come on.
I do, but at the same time, it's I don't know, man. I personally just choose to remove myself from that, right? Because that just invites a certain energy, right? You make a woman feel comfortable now. You know, now you get posts on the gram. Oh, my favorite DJ gonna be here. Me and my girls gonna be here. Now instead of dealing with one girl, you're dealing with a whole group of girls. They see you charming.
Those are called groupies.
Those are
That's what I'm saying.
Or those are called supporters, right? Because catch this, right?
Supportees.
I hate you, but like because the other part is right. Women are the lifeblood of every party you go to.
Yeah.
Right.
Agreed.
And so you have to walk that line between, hey, I want you to be able to support me as a DJ, as a talent, as an entertainer.
Yeah, we're
Right?
not a piece of meat. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You
sorry.
going through something,
I'm
bro?
sorry. No, I'm fine.
You want
I'm fine.
to talk about something?
No, I love my groupies. Every
You
single
want
one
people
of
to love you for what's on the inside?
Right, for what's on the I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Right? But so it's like you know, it's like, all right, cool. And the other part is when you realize you go into parties in New York, right? Niggas are terrible.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Trash.
Nasty.
excuse me, beautiful. Excuse
Let me buy you a drink.
right, but and also like dudes do too much.
Nasty.
Right? And that's the part where it's very easy to turn somebody off.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so for me, when it's important to create a vibe, I think about like, you know, if Z were to go outside, right, and bring her girls.
He is such a married man.
No, but I'm not thinking about it
You gonna
like,
mention
like
his wife?
no, but I'm not even thinking about it like in that context. I'm like when you understand like women have been victims of like harassment and SA and other types of like
That's a fact.
problematic ways in which misogyny manifests, right? My mission as an entertainer is to make sure that you can come out to a place and feel safe,
Okay.
right? So I was DJing at one place where there was one dude and he was all up on shorty, right? He was like, y'all, like it was to the point where like
You were uncomfortable watching it.
I
too?
was uncomfortable watching it, right? And so there's two parts to that, right? There's for her genuine safety and her comfort, because you should be able to finish work and come someplace and be like, I'm being able to take off
Yeah.
myself. I don't have to worry about what people are doing, and I want to be able to uphold that. But then the other part is, I don't want you to leave and give me a bad review, right? Because the other part is, as a DJ, right? If somebody says, oh, the last time I went to a place where Gregory was DJing, he brings out this type of crowd, and I don't want to be around that crowd, right? So you have to be able to situate all of those concurrently.
That's a dope ass answer. I ain't gonna hold you, man. That's a dope. I couldn't even try to joke around that one. Nah, but a lot of DJs, the DJ is the person that like facilitates the energy, right? So like the type of music you play, the you know, a lot of people come to parties for the DJ that's playing, right? Once you build your crowd, once you build your base, the type of parties you facilitate, stuff like that. All of that, you know, it's what makes you and what makes your type of vibe, you know, what makes your party like your specific type of vibe, right? So I do see what you're saying because, you know, I won't go to a Gregory party for like, yo, a fight about to break out.
Yeah.
No matter how much fights he might have broken up.
Or saved, right?
Yeah, or stop, right? You know, he's multifaceted. But, you know, other DJs is like, you know, maybe I won't go to his party, man. It might get shot up, right? But I also think like that right there, like being outside in general, like as a married man though, like that right there is it's a tough, like it's a fine line.
It is.
But it's only built for real niggas, man. Like it's built like listen, ladies, if you have a real man and he's outside, he's in the scene, you know who to trust and who not to trust. Greg is a guy you can trust. Why am I losing my voice right now? But Greg is
He
Greg.
loves us. He loves us.
Let's get emotional, man.
Get emotional.
This is where you train the thought.
Lose your voice over Gregory Wilson. It's crazy. Greg over Black Loaf. Nah, but for real, man, like, sometimes you just, I'm sitting back and I'm thinking, I'm like, you gotta be you gotta be really solid to be out here. Because just as much as niggas is terrible, like that, you catch the wrong type of vibe, wrong type of energy. People see a good man and people want to go for it. For me, every time.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you ever had a moment where you looked at somebody and you said, I could tell that no one has ever treated, like, you know how people say, like, oh, she gets hype about eating like McDonald's or Wendy's because nobody took her like out in any place, right? Sometimes people are just not used to having somebody make sure that they're good on a human level.
That is true.
Right? And I say this about
like
English, right? Like in Spanish, you could say like te amo or te quiero, right? So like te amo is like, I love you. Like, yo, Ian, te amo, right? Like, you my boy, I love you. I want to make sure you're good as a human. Te quiero is the, yo, get over here. Like, that's what you say to your intimate person, right?
Mm-hmm.
And English, we just say love, and that just, because that's so short in the ways which understand, things get misconstrued very easily.
All the time. All the time. All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane, man.
You got me over here like startled or whatever. But my thing is just to say, listen, man, if you're outside, your intentions are pure, by all means, keep them pure, because it's shit like that. You got to make sure, like, we all humans. So treat people as humans.
Please, treat people how you want to be treated,
Treat
man.
people like humans.
That's a fact, man. And also acknowledge the good men out there, man.
Yeah.
Acknowledge the good men.
Who's sitting on this couch?
Yeah.
What? What? All the times everyone who's come on the pod and praised me as a person, let me praise myself.
No, I love it.
I'm a great guy.
He's a great guy,
Get no backlash from me, bro.
Great guy, man. Shout out to all the women that raised me, man.
That part.
Shout out, my older sister, my mom's sisters, and my nanny. Yes, I had a nanny growing up.
Hey.
Fuck it.
Shouts to you, bro.
Yeah.
Shouts to
All
you.
right, so let's get back to the interview, Greg, because there's a couple of more questions we got asked, man.
All right.
But a lot of people don't know, because like we had, Janique. So we had Janique on, and she spoke about how like she quit her 9 to 5 to focus on music.
Yep.
Completely. And a lot of people don't know this, but you also did the same thing.
Yeah.
Like you had a career, and you're like, fuck this, I'm a DJ full time. I'm gonna focus on my art full time. So what led you to that decision? Clearly it's been working out because you're literally everywhere. But like, tell people what came to that decision, and like what advice you would have to people who would want to follow in your footsteps.
All right. So the pandemic.
Okay.
Right. That is pretty much what it was. Because during the pandemic, prior, I was DJing and working. I was taking gigs, cool, like, and then doing my thing, 9 to 5. Right. So much so that I even had a gig right behind the place where I worked and DJing their like little happy hour on Tuesdays, which was cool, but I was like, it ain't really giving me anything. But real talk, the pandemic hit. And in the midst of like social unrest, like black bodies dying, and a concerning amount of like, am I gonna be okay if I walk outside this house without a mask? Right? I gotta have a mask. I can't live my life freely. I gotta watch when I go. We was cleaning vegetables, bro. Not vegetables. We was cleaning the boxes from the grocery store. Like we like 2020 was a time. And then I also had complications in my family, right? So like my grandma wasn't doing well, right? So then my grandma passed away, right? And all of these things were just hitting on me heavily, where I think March of like 2021, I was like, I do not want to be here. Like as a black man, like I do not feel safe in this body. I do not feel safe in this skin. I can't even focus my time on my job because I'm too busy focusing on trying to live and make it to tomorrow. right? And so it came to a point where my job and I realized, like, Greg, this isn't working out, right? And they offered me another position within the organization, but it was part time and a pay cut that was a quarter of what I was making, right? And I'm not gonna tell everybody to like have to disrupt their circumstance, right? But when I realized, yo, I might have to just take the severance and pull away, right? Because I got a degree. I got an economics degree, went to college, right? I've been in corporate for 5 years, managed $13 million portfolios and finding organizations that work to end mass incarceration. That was my job, right? So like I understand how to move in corporate. So if I chose to come back, I have the experience to, right? And that never leaves me. But I just said, this DJ thing is starting to take off. Let me see where this is going. Right. And as you saw, like literally one thing, Lucky's came and then Savvy came and then Native
Legos,
and then Legos and now the Garden and Chelsea House. And like I'm getting to meet people. Like I met Kane from Power and Gail, who was on Power. I can't remember which of the cast members she was. Dream Doll, I've met. I've got to DJ in like for El Varner and several record companies. Like
you've done Polygon too.
I did Polygon just recently. Shout out to my boy Thematics, Red Cup Vibes. Yo, make sure you catch the next one. Like it's gonna be a movie, and if you wasn't there, I'm sorry.
You even MC'd at Polygon too.
I've even MC'd at International Brunch, and it's just things have been a blessing. I've been blessed to have a partner also who is like, he's about to say Mary Manson, right? But like. The other part is you have to make sure that you have a support system.
I'm wearing a sweater with her face on.
Nah, like you
we were gonna get to that. We were gonna get to that.
I really want to talk about this. Like,
yo, finish your thought and we'll debunk that.
Let go.
But the other part is like, I didn't do it on my own. You know what I mean? Like my family was like, I see that you investing in something, right? So my parents were like, hey, listen, here's a we see this, here's a little bit to make sure that you're okay and build and we're gonna help you build what you're gonna do. Right? My partner today, like right after we got married on our honeymoon, we had a conversation about finances. And I'm talking, you gotta have that real nitty-gritty. Right? And we talked about what it means to pay bills. Right, in this dynamic where you're being a small business and you're unemployed and you have people who, oh yeah, we gonna pay you on Monday, but we gonna pay you eventually, right? And
it's like the event was on Tuesday and then like they're trying to pay you on Sunday.
No, not like pay you on Tuesday and the event was on Sunday. No, I'm talking about they trying to pay you like 3 weeks later, 5 weeks later, right? Like and you sitting there like,
we gotta talk about that. Venues. If you're gonna book a DJ, make sure you pay the DJ at the end of the event. As soon as the last song before, it would be even better.
Right? Like,
but as soon as that last song is played, the money should be in my hand. The Zelle should reach my phone. Cash App, EBT, whatever.
Wait, I don't want to get paid in EBT because I can't pay my rent in EBT. I cannot pay my car note with EBT. I can't pay my electricity, but I get you. I got you. I'm trying to help you with the allegedlys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't sleep on the EBT though.
Don't front.
Come a long way.
Do not front. But you know, but
I'm trying to say, hit the Cash App, hit the Venmo, hit the Zelle. Give us a cash, give us a handwritten check. As soon as the last song is played,
right, just
put the money in our pockets, bro.
Shoot.
So there's no reason I should be chasing you down like I'm a bill collector.
Can I ask you a question?
Even the checks though, like
maybe not the checks. Them checks can bounce.
Because the check can bounce, and now you on a hook with your bank. Like either way, are we giving you free game as DJs for all the upcoming DJs?
Okay,
right?
I'm giving you free games for owners, man. Do better.
Don't take checks.
So can I ask a question? How much of that is on the DJ?
Huh?
How much of that is on the DJ?
It depends. Right, so there's a shared responsibility, right? Because you know it's like fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, well you can't get shamed, you can't get fooled again, right? So and then fool me 3 times, other piece times, well shout out to J. Cole, gotta wear sneakers. The thing that comes to my mind is as a DJ, right? My responsibility is to make your space the place where people want to go. Right? My responsibility is to make sure that people have a good time, people buy drinks, people feel safe, people feel like they have a trip through nostalgia. because that's all music is, just trips through nostalgia, right? Where people can like enjoy and then say, yo, I'm gonna bring my friends next time, right? And you should pay me at an agreed upon time, right? Pay me when things are understood, right? If you tell me you're gonna pay me on Friday, pay me on Friday. You're gonna pay me at the end of the month, pay me at the end of the month. But when things start getting iffy, right, I can choose to return back to the situation, or I can choose to move to a different option, right? But you also have to have options to move to, right? And that's a lot of times where people get caught up. If you don't have options, then
I agree.
stuff.
I agree. I just want to be on the record here. I'm just playing devil's advocate, right?
Mhm.
I agree that owners should be paying DJs either before the end of the event is over or before the event even starts, right? But at what point does a DJ say, well, I'm not showing up unless XYZ is in my pocket?
I've definitely done that before.
It could be a half, it could be the whole thing. You know, this is what I say things like this, right? So if I was to show up to Delta today, say, yo, send me to Houston, and I say, I'm going to pay you back later, right? You think Delta's going to let me on that plane?
No,
And that's
no.
just one example, right? Like,
Right.
we all work and get paid on the back end, you know,
Right.
and then we've all had paychecks that, you know, we had to delay because of issues stuff. So
Right.
it's not like I'm just speaking from ignorance, but at a certain point in time, there's certain things that if your business is a certain way, you gotta establish that beforehand, right?
It's not even like the spot can't afford to pay you. Like it's a prominent spot.
Yeah. And when that happens, you gotta be the one to say, look, I'm not showing up. Once you get to a certain point, I feel
Yep.
like any DJ can tell any spot, I'm not showing up unless money's in my hand beforehand.
Literally.
And sometimes you gotta risk doing business with the spot or not. Because some places will be like, well, we can't do that. Well, you're not gonna get Gregory
Goodbye.
Wilson. You're not gonna get Eon.
No karaoke and chill.
I hear way too much DJs talking about, oh, I didn't get paid after. I'm like, well, you gotta set that precedent early. You gotta let them know, look, I'm not coming until you pay me.
Yeah.
At least half. At least a deposit.
At least enough to make it out the door. So like, because the other part is, you got bills, you got expenses, you have a family. DJs have families, right? A lot of
DJs
times
have
people
bills.
think that we have bills, like we got things to pay too. And for me, this is my 9 to 5, right? So like, I'm not a DJ where I work a 9 to 5 and this is my hobby. No, I chose to do this. So I choose to be in places where like I also want to feel honored and appreciated and heard. Real talk. Shout out to like Savvy and Lucky's. Like, they are family. Like, you can call me in the middle of the night and be like, yo, Greg. And I'm like, I'm there. Sorry. That's a little tirade. That's not where you was going with this.
Now, of course, listen, I'm just going to end with this, right? And this is my advice to all DJs, all businesses, performing acts, whatever. Learn these 3 words.
You're saying it.
You holding up 2
It's
fingers,
non-refundable, 1 word or 2. It's a comp.
It's
Non-refundable deposits, 3 words.
All right. Cool.
Technically, non-refundable is a
We're
hyphen.
gonna put an asterisk right here, okay? So when you see this,
I'm trying to be serious. Y'all don't be letting me be serious.
You're doing great.
Non-refundable deposits. That's 3 words.
Is not a word.
That's 2 words.
Non-refundable deposits.
Hold on, wait. It does not have the hyphen.
I asked
There's a
y'all,
hyphen.
is it one?
I just
is it
said
2
that.
or 3 words? Yo,
Non-refundable is 1 word with a hyphen in between.
Listen, forget it. I don't care. DJ, non-refundable fucking deposits, right? That's 4 words.
No, that's 3. See, now you got my English teacher calling me up like, Greg.
Where's Mimi?
hold on,
I'm
you gotta
calling
get
Mimi. Mimi! It's non-refundable 1 word or 2. Nah, I'm about to
Should I
make
pick
me
up
like an
2?
idiot.
Yeah. Put in the comments. You think it's non-refundable? It's 2 or 3.
Yeah. Compound words is 1 word.
It is technically 1 word.
Fuck.
Well, you got the message across. That's all that matters.
Man, that's all that matters.
It's okay. The glasses make us
Greg,
look more intelligent, so that's what it is.
So, what advice would you give people who wants to follow your footsteps and quit their 9 to 5 too, and do their passions as their source of
Don't.
income?
It's ghetto here. It's real ghetto.
Ah.
No.
Okay.
If you like,
Was not expecting that at all.
here's what I
Hi,
would
y'all.
say, right? And I'm gonna say this in the context of if I were to do this again. If I were to do this again, have all of your debt paid. Like, you don't want to owe nobody nothing, right? Like your credit cards, a car note, right? You need, like, if you have like a debt consolidation, if you have something that is not rent, that is weighing on your back, that is present that you got to pay, make sure that's cleared, right? You want to keep as little debt as possible. You want to have savings, right? Have the ability to say, if I get paid late here, I can pull from this bit right here and use it, right? And that will help me make it through to whatever, right? You need that. Also, you need a support system. As a DJ, it's lonely, right? And it's lonely behind the booth. You have all eyes on you. When something goes wrong, like
They
people
looking at you.
people don't care. They just look right at you, right? You could be dealing with equipment or certain circumstances beyond your control, but because you were the entertainment, people look at you. Take time for yourself, right? Particularly as a DJ, there's a lot of music. Currently, right? I gotta play reggaeton, I gotta play pop, I gotta play hip hop, I gotta play R&B, I gotta play soca, dancehall, I gotta know a little calypso, I gotta know some dembow, right?
Afrobeats.
You got there. Don't get me started. Now you need a mapiano. Now you need
Afro-piano.
kizomba. Now you need angola. Like there's so kukaro, right? Like there's so many different parts where you need to be able to go between genres, and there are not enough hours in a day for you to download, learn, and listen to them all. Right? Like one of the best things that have ever happened to me was when Eon shared one of his compa crates with me, right? And now people be like, "Oh, Greg, you Haitian?" I'd be like, "No, je ne suis pas anglais dans un collège français, je ne parle français pas." Right? Like, it helped me be more versatile in my abilities, and because I might be more of a specialist in one genre, and Eon specialist in another genre, it allows me to share, right? And some DJs are like, I'm keeping my crates, right? And I respect that because the hard work you did to gain your stuff is real. But also, when you get to build together, right, you actually see more enjoyment from all of your bookings.
I'm teaching my kids Marvin Gaye. I mean, okay.
You want to
Start speaking French. What the fuck?
Not gonna give him the same experience that you had on 50 Cent?
Nah.
Give it your dad try.
They got to be better than me.
This is what daddy heard. This was daddy. When I was your age, this is what daddy was listening to. Huh?
Hey.
Nah, I'm a wait. I'm a wait. Let that be like the fifth album that they learn, man. The first gonna be Marvin Gaye. You know, what's the name? Anita Baker. You know,
Anita Baker is
come on, man.
I mean, I'm also gonna say,
Kenny G.
I am a huge J. Cole fan, right? 2014 Forest Hills Drive is probably my favorite album by him.
Yeah.
But For Your Eyes Only is the album that I feel like people need to hear the most. And the reason why I say that is I want men, particularly black men, even though this is a male-dominated field, but shout out to the lady DJs that are outside as well. But like particularly for any black body, right? Learn to the sound of your own silence, right? Learn to be comfortable in the moments of stillness, because even when I'm not active, I need to be able to ground myself, right? And so if you want to do this 9 to 5 thing, if you can't come to terms with the things that bring you peace, you're going to look for peace in things that are going to cost you money. And that'll be women, that'll be drugs, that'll be alcohol, that'll be gambling, right? Find peace and find accountability partners who will hold you together.
Oh, damn.
It's a little deeper than you would expect them, but that's...
Let me check my parlay.
Yo, go check your parlays, son. Listen,
Cancel my trip to the house.
That's up to the house. All right then. So we're kind of gonna wrap it up. I do have one final question.
What's that?
Crap. What's next? What's next for Gregory Wilson? What do you have going on for the future? What's the next plan? For you?
Back to music. Right? I enjoy being on stage as an artist.
Okay.
Right? I was told I'm supposed to have some Christmas music coming. I just have to record it, right? Because I love Christmas, right? My mom's been asking me for Christmas. But a project of my own is due. There's a certain artist from Barbados that I've been producing for.
Little Rick.
I wish, right? But soon, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
But there's another artist. I can't say until the song drops.
Rihanna.
I wish too, right? She hasn't responded to my DMs either.
Rihanna not making music, man.
Right?
She's popping babies. She does that.
There is a I'm looking forward to hoping that one also catapults me to more avenues and more artists. So
Fingers crossed, man.
yeah.
Fingers crossed, man. I love to hear it.
Oh,
Not my fault. Just one last thing.
Of course.
We got two last things actually.
My fault.
We like this.
Couple last things. But so they just announced that Kwanzaa Crawl is coming back.
Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Now you are the reigning Litters DJ.
Best DJ.
I
The
appreciate
best DJ of Kwanzaa Crawl.
You didn't know that, man.
Feel me? So I just want you to tell the people, because we are talking Kwanzaa Crawl in this, and let them know why they can't fuck with you this year too.
Wow.
And
That's
Eon,
crazy. That's crazy.
let them know.
Hey man, I'm putting the gauntlet down, man. I'm gonna try.
Oh,
I love
Trying
that.
to win.
Cause and that's the thing, right? Like I say this to everybody, right? Like I respect deference. I respect people who have been in a field more years than I have, and I respect when there are more well-known individuals. I also say if respectful with all of my bros, right? Right. As soon as I press play, I am the best DJ in the room.
Okay.
And I will believe that, right? I honor all the people that are my seniors, right? But I cannot allow myself to believe the same way that like when Kobe first hopped on, he was like, "I'm here and Jordan is a top dog, but I'm going for Jordan." And that All-Star game that is iconic, right?
Mhm.
I got mad. Like there's DJs that I'm like I look up to, right? Like, I look up to Private Ron. I look up to Mega. I look up to like even like Sound Solution and like Bugs and Blackout, right? I look up to like so many that have been in this like years longer than me. But when I am there, I am like, I don't care who you are. My plan is to body my assignment. And I intend to do that again for Kwanzaa Crawl.
Man, it's trying to be a two-time
And I
champ.
welcome the smoke.
This
Trying to be a two-time
This
champ.
is a message to all Kwanzaa Crawl DJs. Gregory Wilson is not playing no games this year.
I could also accept if I lose, but I don't intend to make it easy.
Listen, man. Listen to all DJs, tag DJs below that you want to see in Kwanzaa Crawl.
Because we'll chop this up and we're gonna put this on Instagram.
Oh yeah, of course.
Wow, I like this.
Now we chopping this up. Come on,
All
man.
right, say less. I like
We
this.
tagging Kwanzaa Crawl.
We're gonna tag Kwanzaa Crawl too, man.
Yeah.
For the record, Blacklist is 2-2. So
Come on.
That is true.
Well,
Bugs-
no,
Bugs-
we're 2-0, undefeated for the last 2 times.
Hey, we are.
Eon did say he wants some smoke too.
Eon
Yeah,
wants
I
to
did.
smoke. I'm here for this.
I do. I wanna have fun this year.
Did you?
I wanna play and join.
You got a booking so far or no?
I'm probably at the house, but
Okay.
I kind of wanna see if I can go back to Harlem.
It's only in Brooklyn this year.
Was it in Brooklyn this year?
Yeah, it's only in Brooklyn.
Oh, then shit. I gotta start.
You better start making these phone calls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
start
They
making
got the
phone calls.
spots. You gotta make these phone calls, dog. But yeah, just want to let y'all know, man. He's not coming to play. Woo! Can't wait to see it. I'm gonna be at all these spots.
Hey.
I'm gonna be drunk, but I'm gonna be there.
As you should. As you
So-
fucking should.
I'm gonna be there, and I'm still making it to work next day too.
Hallelujah.
Come on, man.
I'm
Won't he
gonna
do
take
it?
that day off. I'm bugging the fuck
Yeah.
out.
Boss, I'm not coming to work today. I can't see. No, nothing's wrong with my eyes. Shout out problem.
What's up, man?
All right, so we've reached the end of the pod, and every part of the pod we give this part of the segment is called "Give Flowers." So this is part of the segment where we give somebody in our life flowers today because they may not get it. A lot of people don't get their flowers. So the purpose is there anybody that you want to give your flowers to, Greg? Anybody in your life?
There's quite a few people. The first group unequivocally I have to give flowers to though. Free Palestine. Like, period. Right? Like that's just y'all do not deserve what you're experiencing. And that's just I hold that. In my personal life, I give flowers to anybody who is trying to unapologetically be themselves, who finds themselves in a situation where people do not understand or try to understand. And I find that I want flowers to I want flowers for everybody black. And I'm going to say that.
Should have made you go last. How are you supposed to top that? It's not a competition, but like that's just a good way to end things, you know.
Nah, of course, man.
So, anybody you want to give your flowers to, Mike?
Yeah, man. I want to give my flowers to my boy, Movie Marv, Don Fetty. You know, a couple days ago, I met up with him. And actually, you know, we met up at I forgot we were socialites, and then you know gave me a ride. And in that ride, you know, I was a little intoxicated, but I was able to just talk my feelings, right? And then there was some things that was said between us, and you know, I know what I woke up afterwards, and I was like, yo, why did I say? And I know there was nothing bad, but I think there was a level of vulnerability that I shared that I didn't intend to, and it was the drugs made me, not the drugs, the alcohol made me do it. And then I think in moments like that, how people respond is really like it shows you what type of man they are, right? And then we spoke this past weekend, and the way he responded, and I said some things, and he's part of Stay Driven, so shout out to Stay Driven. I was sharing some sentiments, and the way they responded was really amazing, and it made me feel like, wow, like these are my brothers. Like you can be able to tell your brothers something that you don't like or something that you may be feeling a way about, and if they like take it and be like, nah, fuck out of here, then that says something about them. But the way they responded, I was like, wow, he's really my guy. So, and he started it up, man. He went back to them and he said, listen, man, this is what Mike said. That's how Mike was feeling about some things, man. You know, I had a conversation with him. I'm like, Mom, I appreciate you for doing that, man.
So the beef is dead?
Never beef. Never had beef with him.
Okay, all right. I had to ask.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to be mad. Like, what's the word? I'm trying to be mad. Like,
sentimental?
I'm trying to keep some anonymity here. He's over here beefing. I never had beef with him.
Damn.
Nah, but yeah, man. Shout out to you, man, and shout out to my guys, man. Appreciate y'all.
Man, shout out to you, man. Yeah. Definitely need sound effects again. All right, so I'm gonna just give my flowers to everyone who came to Friendsgiving this past weekend.
Hey.
You guys made it a great event. This is the first Friendsgiving we've thrown since 2021. 2022 wasn't a really good year because, well, you were planning a wedding, but I was planning a wedding, and I was out my mind. So, but I'm glad that we were able to bring it back again this year, and everyone that showed up, even those who couldn't show up and donated, those who cooked, those who bought bottles, those who even helped clean up at the end. Chase was like, get the fuck out. So I just want to say thank you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys next year. And no, we're not doing Christmas potluck. We ain't got time for that.
Oh, I need to hear all the stories.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are not doing a Christmas potluck.
Oh,
we tried it. If y'all want to hang out during Christmas time, go to Concert Hall. You'll see us there.
Oh, if you want to throw one and invite us.
Right?
Yeah, you can throw one and invite us too, man. We can make a bottle.
Speaking of which,
I'll cook.
You got to give flowers to anybody that's about to cook for the next 3 days.
That's a fact,
straight.
man.
Like,
shout out to all the chefs, man.
Shout out to all the chefs at home, son.
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to all the chefs, man. Shout out to all the brave soldiers that's about to go do some Black Friday shopping. Be safe this year, man.
And the turkey I'm about to.
Yeah, man. Yes. I'm giving all my flowers to these turkeys, bro. The way y'all about to get devoured, man, it's sad, man.
Half your population dies around this.
That part.
This yearly genocide is insane.
Wow.
This
they kill a bunch of turkeys for no reason.
Genocide.
My parents got 2 turkeys. I'm like, what do you need 2 for? Like, oh,
shit.
Hey,
that's true.
We're not even going.
Turkey sandwiches the next, you know.
I account for half the turkey in my house, and I left this here. So, what y'all gonna do with 2?
Y'all doing calculus.
It's the only genocide we tolerate. It's the turkeys.
You know what? I'm gonna sit right here.
This got dark. With that being said, man.
Yeah, man.
Have an amazing Thanksgiving weekend, everybody.
Facts.
Listen, man.
I want to thank Gregory Wilson for coming on, bro. Long time coming. This was a great episode.
I love y'all.
And we love you too, bro.
You too, man. Te amo.
Make sure that you check out Gregory Wilson. We're gonna have the link to his Instagram here. He has karaoke. He does Saturday Night Link. He does brunch. Like he's everywhere. All right. Go on his page, follow him. Told him we sent you out there, and then put up to one of the events too, man. He's a fantastic DJ.
Speak Truth merch on my website too.
Should we drop the flyer before the pod drops so we can
do both?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, so December 8th too.
Yes, sir.
Your boys, your favorite podcasting duo, man.
Karaoke and Chill has linked up with the Yuga podcast.
Speak Truth Collective.
Yes, sir. We hosting. Not only we hosting, we putting up money for the best singers, man.
Oh,
yes.
We putting up money for the best singers, man.
Oh.
First, second, third place prize. We're putting up some money, man.
Oh, damn.
We might bring some merch through. Might have some things there for you, man.
I think that's a good
I
idea.
thought it was just one prize. Doing
Come
3?
on.
Nah, I like
Yeah,
that.
we're going all out. Why not? Fuck it.
You good merch, Speak Truth merch. Let's do
We're
it.
gonna have it, man. We're gonna have some. We're gonna have a lot, man. Come through. This is not your regular karaoke.
December 8th, y'all. Savvy
December
Bistro.
8th.
This is-
7 to 11.
This is not just for the singers. This is for the karaoke lovers. If you have a song that you like, you know, sometimes you can be the worst singer, but if you perform the right
If
song,
you perform it right, we don't
Yeah.
care,
the whole
son.
crowd is there
Take
rocking
my
with you.
money.
Come sing your Sexy Red.
Every time.
No,
Listen,
you gonna ski? You could probably would sing ski.
I'm not singing Ski
yeah,
E.
you a ski nigga for real.
Yeah.
Wow. Never mind, I was trying to be-
All
All right. With that being said, man, this has been another episode of the You Good Podcast. Well, looks like you're tired. Looks like you want to go home.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna get you home, man.
Let's
Oh, you married too?
Listen, man.
Okay,
Party
well, you
man
got a hot
gang.
date. Listen, go ahead.
Yeah, man.
Let's watch
Yeah.
Nick smoke Anthony
For all
Edwards.
the married dogs. For all the married dogs, man.
Captain
I was
Husband. Captain Planet, Captain Husband. Oh,
Yeah, man. But shout out to y'all, man. Thank Greg for coming again. We're gonna see y'all soon. In the meantime,
out, man.
get your Stay Blessed merch, get your Speak Truth merch, get your You Good merch.
You can't
man.
get a Sosa shirt. You will get shot.
Yes, you cannot have a social
Yeah,
shirt.
you cannot get a social. This
Yeah,
is a,
well,
this is a one of 3.
All right, y'all. Peace.
All right, y'all.
Have a safe weekend.